So Jeff, let me jump to you on this. So what are some of the objections and concerns, right, that you see with employers hiring people with criminal records?
Sure, there are three. One is liability/safety. And that is something where I think the Texas Public Policy Foundation's work in reducing liability has been really critical, and one of the reasons that Texas is doing such a great job in this area. Safety is something you can manage through by your selection process, right? You essentially, when you partner with nonprofits or a prison system to say who's ready for employment and to rebuild their lives, they can tell you who's going to be the low safety. You have a risk with any employee, whether they came from prison or have a criminal record or not. The second concern is quality of work. And that is, again, something that if you follow the right model, you get not just an employee, you get an exceptionally good employee, because people who have come from a background with a criminal record, have been burdened with that record, appreciate the opportunity and are so engaged. And the final one is reputation. And that is something often entwined with quality concerns. I'll tell you, there's a wonderful for-profit bakery restaurant in Lexington, Kentucky, the DV8 Kitchen, and they do second chance hiring. Halfway houses are their staffing agency, effectively. And Rob Perez, the founder, said we had great difficulty attracting people. And I said, were they afraid? Was it physical safety concern? And he said, no, they thought the quality would be bad. They thought second chance meant second rate. And it was only once this cafe kept getting 5-star Yelp reviews, and now it's one of the actually top reviewed restaurants of its type in the country, did people realize second chance doesn't mean second rate. So all of these, so then you have that reputation piece. It's not just for quality, it's how will people perceive us. And this is something where I think we have a very healthy sea change in the United States, where people understand that if you are providing second chances, you're giving back to the community and you're doing a service as well. And people are starting to shop, not in spite of second chance employment, but because of it. Driving here to driving to the airport in Boston, where I started from, past a big billboard for Dave's Killer Bread. And they wear on their sleeve that they are a second chance employer, and it helps their sales. So I think that reputation risk is way overblown as a risk. It's actually an opportunity for employers.
Who'd like to feel that?
Well, I'll jump in on some of that, because FifthThird, we have a broad focus on sustainability. We produced our first, forgive me, ESG report most recently. And have a large growing alternative energy financing program, as well as a very big commitment to the state of Texas and its energy industry. But we also, in terms of individual sustainability and family, some of that is education. And so we provide financial education services through nonprofits and directly, because that's also part of it. So it really requires, if we're truly getting to the point with healthy, sustainable communities, it requires hitting on so many aspects of this. And part of that is the financial community's responsibility, for sure. And, this isn't just energy, and it's also another industry very important to Texas, manufacturing. Mm-hmm. And manufacturing is also challenged. We were formed as a bank in the Midwest in the 1850s. And so we have deep roots in manufacturing economy. And we've, for the last couple of years, had manufacturers going into the high schools to say, we have great careers waiting for you and great tracks. And the resistance comes from the parents and sometimes from the school systems. And
perception.
Yeah, it's a perception.
It's
That's
that
where
perception. So we got to strengthen our public relations on that and overcome that perception.
I'm very excited about the future, because in a time when we have very few areas of bipartisan agreement, we have two clear ones. One, better opportunities for people with a criminal record, and number two, bringing more manufacturing jobs back to the United States. And I think that will be a pathway to taking advantage of opportunity zones. It makes sense. It's great avenues of employment for people with records. It is coming. We lost 5 million jobs in this country in a 10 or 15 year span. We didn't lose them because technology did away with them. Same time, same technologies are worldwide. The globe grew 35 million manufacturing jobs. We lost them to the economics of trade. Those economics have shifted. Some of those jobs are coming back to the United States, and some will come and be avenues of employment for people with records.